In the last chapter of the Book of Unwritten Tales.
Would you give it to me?
You want hide from council lady? You conceiving?
Oh, that's already happened.
I just want to secure the disguise and hand it in at the school.
And now.
Wow!
Oh, that's bright.
I can see.
It's the statues.
My God, you've got old.
You're only statues. We are gods, trapped in statues. That, by the way, is a very exciting story.
Are you really? Or are you statues of gods? Are you face down?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, all this light reminds me of a joke.
Please don't.
Two trolls look up into the night sky, and the other up.
Maybe you could just lie him face down in the sand.
Alright, so there's lots of these statues, or, 3 at least.
A small alcove with some truly gruesome ornamentation. Whoever designed this thing must have been in an alarming state of mind.
Or just, creative.
A small alcove with whoever...
Okay. Look at these things before we carry on conversation.
Seems there's no god stuck inside it. At least, she hasn't said a word so far.
Well, it's missing a head.
A statue. Seems there's no...
Alright. Is that a ring? Is it like a shrink ring?
That's Remy's shrinking ring. That means he was here.
Did something get him?
Remy!
Maybe we shouldn't shout until we're sure we're not going to be alerting something to our presence?
This lake looks weird.
Looks more like ice
the water is
or
so
glass.
Dark and somehow wrong.
Oh, it's real water.
That I could just swim to the island.
Oh, I wouldn't try that if I were you.
Yeah.
And if I build a raft and get myself a small rowing boat?
No boat can cross this lake, spoke the mighty voice of the highest of the gods. We can only explain to you how to get over the lake.
Okay. Explain that then. Guess we'll come talk to you. What's this?
An island in the lake with the ruins of the creepiest temple I've ever seen.
I don't know, that creepy deep sea thing temple in the previous game strikes me as more creepy.
An island.
Anything more?
Maybe the lake is cursed.
Probably
I
is.
feel something evil and a chilling cold emanating from the water.
Uh-huh.
The gods must know how to cross a lake like this.
Yes, we do.
So, what are we going to have to do to get you to tell us how to do such a thing? I imagine it's going to be, annoying.
So you're gods in statues. Did someone imprison you?
And so it came to pass that the young hero encountered the epic story, which...
The statues depict us. They are our last refuge.
So you're
I
hiding.
always thought gods lived somewhere up in the sky in really stylish cloud palaces.
I have lived in many temples, all of which were dedicated to me. The faithful met in them, discussing and answering the most difficult of questions. And they all paid homage to me, the god of riddles.
And then you were forgotten and ate sand for a few centuries.
That one calls himself Jerry, the god of bad jokes.
That's
The
interesting.
god of humor.
That is Avini, goddess of the arts.
Nice
and
to meet you.
I am
Hypnis, the chatterbox.
the god of good stories.
One picture speaks more than 1,000 words.
Well, I suppose it depends upon the picture. Anything else to say, Hypnis?
Hello.
Said the young hero, and then asked the decisive question.
I guess we'll just continue going down.
I've always liked stories, especially the story of the knight Ni as he rode out to slay the evil dragon.
Yes, one of my finest.
You wrote the knight Ni story?
I wrote all stories, so to speak. Boy falls in love with girl, hooker with a heart, happy ending, all my inventions. Everything since is just variations on a theme, really.
True.
Wow.
I also invented the words and, wide, and jam, as well as the letters E, Q, and L. Oh, and the Oxford comma. The last has, however, not been accepted by the majority.
True. I still don't get why gods live in statues down here. Probably they have lost their worshipper base and are losing power, so they must reside here to stay alive.
I still don't understand why you're here and not somewhere beautiful instead. I mean, you're gods. Can't you do whatever you want?
Of course we can. Well, theoretically.
In reality, though, no one has believed in us for a long while. Do you know how gods are created, young man?
Guessing it's belief.
I thought all of the gods had always been there.
Nah.
We get our power by people believing in us. It can be a great power. A power that can move mountains and flare up conflict.
And often does.
But if no one believes in you anymore, nothing remains.
Our temples were destroyed centuries ago or rededicated to other more bloodthirsty gods. These 4 statues are all that remain.
That's kind of sad.
If they disappear, we, like our religion, will cease to exist.
Voice kind of cracking there. I think I'm coming down with something. Anyway, notice that appallingly decorated alcove above it. What's all that about then? Also, if the other gods who replaced you are more bloodthirsty, I would very much like to help bring you back into prominence.
What's up with this creepily decorated alcove? Is there a statue missing here?
I wouldn't say missing.
Where there is light, there is shade. Where there is good, there must also be evil.
Fair enough.
The Nameless One was probably the most powerful amongst us. Whenever anyone did anything evil, people believed that it was his fault.
Oh, and because everyone believed in him?
He became more and more powerful. It was simple for everyone. They could blame all their bad deeds on him.
Gotcha.
Where is he now?
They banished him to the dungeon dimension. It's probably the greatest story of all time.
That will be told another time.
Thank you.
He was banished, and many small gods were put in his place. Murphy, the god of stupid coincidences. Monday, the god of bad moods. Alki, the god of drunkenness.
Hundreds, thousands of little gods that people could blame when they did something bad or stupid.
Sounds like a, interesting system. So, how do we get onto that island?
I think my friend Remy's on the island over there. How can I cross to it?
Now, it's quite simple.
No, it isn't. First, he's got to answer some riddles.
After I picked you
we've
up
already
out of
done
the
with that.
sand.
Can't we simply get on with the story now?
Previously, people honored us, gave us offerings, erected temples.
I brought you light.
I can't build you a temple.
No, but you can honor us, so that we will bestow our favor upon you.
I mean, I could say you're beautiful.
You are, awesome.
How pitiful.
You must give each of us an offering, or fulfill for each of us one wish. Or something like that.
Yes, and only when you've won over 3 of us will we reveal how you can cross the dark water safely.
I could lay you
People,
back
gods,
face down.
Whatever you are, this isn't a game. Remy may be in danger.
When he is in the Temple of the Nameless One? For sure.
Another reason for you to hurry. Chop chop, mortal. Win our favor.
Sigh. Can you at least tell me more about the temple?
You said that the temple on the island was for the Nameless One.
That's right. Hundreds of years ago, the Nameless One grew ever more mighty, winning over an increasing amount of followers. Of course, the priests of the other gods were very unhappy about this, so they forbade the name of this god to be spoken, his symbols to be worn, or for prayers to be said to him.
So it's Voldemort.
Those who were versed in the dark arts and wanted to use the god's power for their own purposes built this temple deep under the town.
The Death
They
Eaters.
performed forbidden rituals there and increased the might of the god. In return, he gave them untold power.
Gotcha.
That doesn't sound good.
It wasn't. At some point or other, they were discovered and the temple destroyed. Shortly thereafter, the Nameless One was banished, and for centuries, all was peaceful on the island.
What do you mean, was? Is he back? What happened to the temple after it was destroyed? It looks very much not destroyed to me.
And then what happened to the temple? What happened next?
A few years ago, men appeared. They visited the temple and held rituals there. Rituals we had not witnessed for centuries. Dark mages who had delved too deeply into old books and found the whereabouts of the temple.
So dwarves.
They built a machine, the purpose of which we can only speculate over.
Maybe they wanted to bring the Nameless One back to this world.
Oh god, I hope
If
not.
that was their aim, they didn't succeed.
Good.
The island lapsed back into peaceful darkness. I suspect the mages had been killed.
Ah,
I
then my wand
sense-
might have belonged to one of the Dark Mages.
Since a butt.
I don't know anything about magic wands. I just know that for several years the temple has been inhabited by a ghost which never leaves.
And Remy's just gone there.
That reminds me of an old story.
Another time, perhaps.
Shortly before the first amphibians...
Sorry, I just don't have time for long stories at the moment.
Of course. But just run along then. Check out the neighborhood for stuff and try to make sense of it all.
Sounds like what I usually do. So, what do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. My vote would be to get the story moving again.
Well, then I've already got your favor.
A complete task for each of us.
But you don't know what happens on the island. It will be very exciting and very emotional. Oscar-worthy.
What's happening on the island?
Down here, riddles must be solved if you want to get any further. Just like in the good old days.
The good nowadays, too, apparently.
Okay, then. A task. Tell me a story.
Sure.
That's hardly a suitable task.
Storytelling is not easy. It has to be a creative, exciting story that meets my exacting standards.
Well, let me tell you
Come
about
on,
the defeat
gnome.
of the army of
Think up a
darkness.
story to knock us off our feet.
Here is a true story, maybe. Oh. I guess we only have these choices. So... Don't really know this one. This is Harry Potter. This is Indiana Jones. And this is The Lion King. Let's tell The Lion King.
A small lion, the son of a king in the savannah.
Okay, so these don't really connect, do they? Is unexpectedly visited by 13 dwarves.
He receives an unexpected visit from 13 dwarves.
Aha! Gripping storyline, exciting characters. The first act is complete.
Okay,
What
then.
are the further developments and climax going to be?
I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. He meets a man who shows him a red and a blue pill, and later...
Yes, well, then next he meets a man who shows him a red pill and a blue pill. Then later...
The, Ghostbusters one.
he crosses the streams with his friends and so can defeat the ghosts.
And then, the twist.
I thought that was the twist. He is Kaiser Soze.
Well, he is Kaiser Soze.
Ah! Very original.
Isn't it, though?
Kaiser who?
You weren't
You've
paying
got
attention.
my support, my young friend.
So, one got down, 2 to go.
I wonder if we could have just picked anything there. It didn't seem very hard. I just picked movie references. Oh, well then. So that's it for him, I guess? We'll speak
I'm
to him
sure
again.
He can tell a great many stories, but I'm
Okay.
worried.
Alrighty. Well, on to the next. Let's talk with the goddess of arts.
Hi.
Hello, my young friend.
So, fancy meeting a goddess like you in a place like this?
The arts? Is that like when you make a face out of macaroni and glue it to some paper?
Yes.
Art is everywhere. There is nothing in this world that isn't art. That's why I'm the most important goddess here.
Of course you are.
The world consists of stories.
Now, you both know the world would be terribly dull without a good laugh.
Every time a painter picks up his brush, a sculptor his chisel, or a bard his lute, they are singing my praises.
And yet you're stuck in a statue.
Sing too.
Leave it, gnome. She's not so good with words.
So, what can I do for you?
And what do I have to do to gain your favor?
Well, you don't appear to have a cup of wine on you. Can you dance?
Sort of.
Of course.
Okay, my first request, don't.
Okay, so I've got your
Don't
favor
ever think
then.
about dancing again. Painting, sculpture, music. How do you fare in these arts?
To be honest, I'm a cracking dancer, but I'm rubbish at everything else.
Then best leave art to the professionals, like myself. I would love to sing again, but I really can't remember what the notes sound like. Bring me a tuning fork or something of that kind. When I hear the notes, I'm sure it would all come flooding back to me.
Okay. Some kind of tuning device. Goodbye.
I have to go.
Go forth and create something.
I will. It will be havoc, I'm sure. Maybe a mirror for you? No. We could use the shrinking ring and go get the powder for Ivo, couldn't we? Well, let's see what the rest of these gods want.
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, young friend, would you like to hear a joke?
Please don't. Although you do sound like you have a great job.
The god of humor. Wow. Sounds like you'd have a lot to laugh about.
Oh, of course! It'd be a sorry state of affairs if I didn't.
It is really bad if one constantly has to hear the same joke told time and time and time again.
Oh, you just haven't got a sense of humor. Listen. One politician says to the other, I don't know what... Or do you know the one?
Yes, we know it.
I think they know them all.
Party poopers.
I'm guessing he wants a new joke, but we'll see. Yeah, you're bound to help me without having to do anything for you, right? I'm guessing no.
As you're in such a good mood, you'll help me get to the island, right?
Oh, comedians always have a dark side. It's not easy making everyone else laugh.
And what do you know about that?
I am the god of humor. I invented badumtus.
Yes, only so that people will know when they have to laugh.
Oh, yeah? Two cannibals are eating a clown.
Yeah,
One,
yeah.
Eh? Eh?
Ha ha, that was new.
You see? It's a tough business making people roll in the aisles. You lot just don't realize that because you've never tried it yourself. Hey, that's it! That's the task I'll set you, mortal! Make me laugh!
You want me to tell you a joke?
One that's so funny, it makes my stomach ache with laughter. Oh, it'll have to be a right royal rib tickler.
Except you don't have a stomach. Or ribs.
I don't think I know any jokes.
Oh, come on, everyone knows a joke. Most aren't of a standard high enough to make a god laugh, of course. But anyway, ask around and try your luck.
I have to go.
Well, judging by the quality of the ones you've told thus far, I'm guessing it won't take one that's too, clever to make you laugh uproariously. And I'm guessing the god of riddles wants us to answer a riddle, or to find a new riddle or something.
Good day.
Do you wish me a good day? Or mean that it is a good day whether I want it or not? Or that you feel good this day? Or that it is a day to be good on?
All of the above.
If you're the god of puzzles, I have a serious bone to pick with you.
Why?
I bet you do.
Why does everything have to be so complicated? An unlocked chest? Someone who just helps? For free? Is that too much to ask for?
Probably.
Nothing worth having in this world simply falls into your lap.
Yes, but chess puzzles to open doors? Complicated machines in submerged temples, machines that must have been completely pointless when the temples were still in operation.
I agree. This is all just a distraction from the story.
You tell him.
I don't know what the problem is. Doing a little dance to create a flash of lightning? That's brilliant.
Nate didn't think so. So let me guess. I have to solve some kind of weird task to gain your favor.
I guess the only way to gain your favor is by performing a strange set of tasks.
No tasks. Riddles. That's all that matters to me.
Well, spit it out then.
If you ask me a question I can't answer,
Oh.
you win my favor.
Got you.
Sounds familiar.
My first riddle for you goes like this. What has roots nobody can see, towers beyond the tallest tree, never grows to get this high, but reaches up towards the sky?
Would have to be a mountain, right?
Roots that nobody sees, higher than a tree, but never growing.
Except some mountains
mountain.
actually
Could be
do
a mountain.
grow.
It is a mountain. Well done. Now it's your turn. Ask me a question. If I can't answer it, you have won my favor.
Okay. Oh. What have I got in my pockets? Precious.
What have I got in my pockets is?
Some bits of fluff and a ring. A shrinking ring, to be precise.
That's correct. And?
A mirror. A magical device that some people call a clicker. And
Wow.
No, that's all.
No, it's not.
Wow, impressive.
We've also got a paper hat.
Yes, God of riddles, all-knowing and almighty. Nice to meet you.
Then how are we
My
supposed to
turn.
win?
30 white horses on a red hill. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still.
Teeth.
30. White on a red hill. Teeth? Teeth!
Well, I never. That's correct. Clever little fellow. Your turn.
Okay, we all know that the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything is 42. Let's see what this god thinks.
What is the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything?
41.5.
Are you absolutely sure?
I was pretty
Of
certain it was
course, I'm the
42.
god of riddles. I'm absolutely all-knowing. Others may get their sums wrong, not I.
Well, fair enough then.
What?
My turn. Voiceless it cries, wingless flutters, toothless bites, mouthless mutters.
The wind? Yeah.
Screaming, flying, biting, muttering, and whistling? That's obvious. The wind.
Oh, all right, yes. But that was easy. Your turn. Do your worst.
All right. We could put him in a paradox. Well, let's try to see. Can you come up with a question that's so difficult that you are not able to answer it?
If you're all-knowing and all-powerful, can you think of a question that is so difficult that even you can't answer it?
Of course. I can do anything.
But if you're all-knowing, you would know the answer to every question.
Of course I know.
Here's the deal. You give me your favor, and we'll just drop the troublesome topic of omniscience completely.
With that, the actual task which I set, without your knowledge, has been mastered.
Ha! Awesome.
You have won my favor, pedantic mortal.
And we shall never speak of this
That's
again.
2 gods in the bag.